that passionate, alive, challenging, beautiful life that you know is available to you. We will find you. Your soul family will find you. Your ideal clients will find you. This is how it works when you fully step into your gifts. If that sounds resonant to you, but maybe you haven't been doing it, this episode is for you. This is the Leading with Love podcast. We're gathered here to open our hearts, expand our souls, live fully in our gifts, and co-create the world we want to see. Let's dive right in. Hi there, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Shauna, your host for the Leading with Love podcast, and I'm really excited about today's episode because we're going to talk about something that is something I'm really passionate about and speak to a lot. I am doing this myself, and I want to give you some examples of it, some context around it. So here we go. Let's just dive right in. I tell you all the time, if you've been with me, if you're on my love notes, if you watch some of these videos, the podcast, you'll know that I talk about stepping into the gifts that you have been given in this lifetime. If that sounds resonant to you, but maybe you haven't been doing it, this episode is for you. And even if you have been doing it, this is more encouragement. If you're on that path already, then I have some beautiful examples today, and I'm just going to share them with you and start with what I mean is, if you are at a job that you don't like, and you have been doing it for years, and yet you have a small voice inside of you that says you came here for a purpose. There is something in you that wants to happen or be done or stepped into that you have not done yet. Or if you're on that path, you're doing it a little shaky because you're not sure if it's really going to work or if anybody is ready for your ideas or your project or your beautiful business, your heart-based business. Maybe you're trying to call in the love of your life and you don't even know where to start, but you have this calling in your heart, this soul calling, this spirit calling, whatever, your inner voice that has been so small but persistent your whole life. And maybe you had some dreams when you were little and you kind of let, the sludgy layers of life fill in over them. And there's just this tiny little flame inside of you that is still there. Well, we're here to ignite that, catalyze that, expand that, amplify that light and that sense of possibility, and that this can really happen for you. And not only can it really happen, but you are meant to do this. You have that calling for a reason, and your life will be more joyful and more aligned and more peaceful and more exciting and more beautiful. You will feel the life force that you've been trying to feel and missing when you do this. So my first example that I want to share, and this has happened so many times in my life. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I do this work /play, because I love seeing you step into your gifts so much. You and your gifts means I'm in mine. You and your purpose, if I can help catalyze that, accelerate that, even just like motivate you, encourage you, inspire you to step up and in to that level of your life that you haven't yet, that means I'm in my purpose. That makes my heart so happy and so lit up. You lit up means I'm lit up. So one day, many years ago, I was in a chiropractor's office, and my partner at the time and I would go to this chiropractor all the time, and I met this gal. She was the receptionist, and she was a spectacular being. She had this, oh my gosh, she was so talented. She brought so much to this company, and it was obvious that she wasn't meant to be there, that she was meant for so much more. And it's totally okay if you want to stay where you are, and we've all done it. I've done it for years in the wrong things, and I just have, okay? So I know that feeling. I know the fears, I know the procrastination, I know the resistance. So anyway, back to this wonderful gal who is now a soul family friend of mine. I love her so much. At the time when she was new to me, I said something. I had to. It's something that I've done so many times, and I love this, acting as a catalyst for someone. So I said to her, what do you really want to do with your life? What are you doing here? What brought you here? What do you really want to be doing? And she said the most specific, amazing thing to me. She said, actually, what I really want to do is be an aviation mechanic. And so my partner and I at the time were pilots. We were all in the world of aviation. So of course, with that context that I had, even if I hadn't had it, I would have been excited for her. But I was like, what are you doing, girl? Why are you not doing that? And she thought about it for a second, and she said, I don't know. And the next time I came into that office, she was not there anymore. And because we had become friends, I think probably on Facebook or something, she shared with me that she had started on this path of becoming an aviation mechanic. And she actually did it. And she's a tiny little girl, an ethnic minority, if you don't mind my saying so, but in a world where, and I know this from experience, most of the aviation mechanics are white guys, are guys anyway. And so are men. And so this little gal went on this path, and she was so passionate. I could just see the difference in her over the 3 or 4, however long it took her to get that degree and actually work in that industry. It changed everything for her. She was so lit up. She was so dedicated, devoted, passionate. She felt alive. The challenge was good for her. And we know that challenge is good for us. Complacency and stagnancy is not good for our mental health, not good for our well-being. So she is one example. And I will share also that on this path, she met the love of her life. She ended up traveling to different places. She moved cities. She moved apartments even before she moved cities. This instituted or started a domino or cascade of changes in her life just with that one decision that she had been avoiding. Usually it's the one thing you've been avoiding that feels scary that is the thing that's going to unlock everything that you want in your life, including the feelings of purpose and fulfillment and positive intention and all these beautiful things that you're wanting but actually not going for. It could be just one decision, and usually is, that brings that opportunity to you. So on to the second example. I was in a restaurant once, and this waitress was fabulous. It was just a breakfast place, like a cheesy diner breakfast place. And this gal who was serving us had so much personality and warmth and people skills and this dynamite knockout smile. And it turned out she was from South America, and she was just kind of paying her dues, trying to make a way to live in this country that she had landed in. And it was so obvious to me, again, that she had so much more in her. And so when my friend who I was having breakfast with went to the washroom, I asked her, I said, what do you want to do? What are you, like, just out of curiosity, I hope you don't mind my asking, with so much love, what is it that you want to do in life? And she said, I want to be a flight attendant. It was instant. She knew exactly what she wanted to do. So of course I asked her, well, why aren't you? And she started thinking about it. She gave me these reasons why she couldn't. And yet again, this gal and I were friends on Facebook. We connected because that's how much of a connector she was, and I am. And she did it. She left this job and she went and trained to be a flight attendant in a foreign country. And her second language was, her first language was not English. And it was just so amazing to watch her blossom and see her Facebook stories as she was traveling everywhere. She met the love of her life as well. And they got married. We went to their wedding. It was incredible to see just that one decision to step into the destiny that you know is calling you. And this isn't just about, becoming something in your career. If you have a gift to share, you know what it is. Maybe it's baking cakes and wanting to share that with the world, and you just have this passion for baking or cooking, or you have a songwriting skill that you haven't used and you want to share, or I don't know what your gifts are, but you know who knows? You know. That little voice in your heart, it knows, and it's been calling you, and it's going to be more and more persistent because we've heard, at the end of lives, there are so many studies that have asked people at the end of their life what they regret. And what they regretted was the things they did not do, right? What they didn't step into, the girl they didn't ask out. I've said this before. Whatever it was that called them and made them feel like they could live a life of passion and joy and connection and impact and whatever it might be for you, they didn't do it. And that pain of regret is so painful because it's unchangeable. Right now, you have a chance to change your timeline, to change your destiny, to up-level your life in whatever way matters to you. And so I want to share a little something that I learned in the success world. So often what happens is you start out with personal development and, success stuff, like rah, success stuff. But what happens in that arena is self-awareness. You start to look at your own patterns and your own way that you show up in life, and you learn about yourself and you learn to do better. And one thing that happens very often in that kind of success world is if you want to make a change, let's say you're making $50K a year and your dream is, I want to make $1 million a year. Well, there's too much of a gap between what you are doing now and what your biggest, most beautiful, bold dreams are. So what will happen in that linear, physical, 3D kind of success realm and world is they'll tell you to set a goal that is maybe 10% more than what you're making now, so that you can live into that and your brain can handle, it's not too much of a gap, right? Your brain can grasp it and handle it and be set to work towards that and support you in that. These are not quantum leaps. This is not an up level in your life of the magnitude that your heart is actually dreaming of, right? It's like creating something new from more of the same, and it isn't what you're really after, not usually, because we know we are quantum beings and we are so much more than this. What you don't realize now, what the version of you who you are now doesn't realize, or maybe just starting to realize, is that one small change can make a fundamental difference. As you change who you are on the inside, that self-identity starts transforming and you act differently, you vibrate differently, you show up differently in your life because you're just not that person you were yesterday before you made that decision. What you're doing, what you're going to be up to is unlocking levels or realms that you literally did not have access to before because of who you were being before. And now you're going to find that new opportunities come to you, new people come to you. Like I shared about my friends, that one decision that had nothing to do with love, both of them in this case met the loves of their lives by being this new person. And so you could not have experienced or accessed those things before because you weren't that person. So it's a beautiful upward spiral of change and transformation and becoming that will help you feel lit up, and it will be that passionate, alive, challenging, beautiful life that you know is available to you. This is what it feels like to step into your gifts because you're aligned. You're aligned with your heart. You're aligned with your spirit. You're aligned with your soul. You're aligned with your calling, the purpose that you came for in this lifetime. And just know, you may find that you experience some grief as you release old versions of yourself that just cannot come with you. And it might surprise you as well. There's going to be a lot of surprises on this trail for you, on this path for you. And that's a beautiful thing. I love surprise. I love delight. I love enchantment. That's what surprise feels like to me. So let's keep the surprise on the positive level because that's what we're talking about here. And it's okay for you to feel some grief as you release a lot of attachment to the way that things used to be. And maybe some friends that you will outgrow in the process. There are friends that you have never met that are waiting for you. There are opportunities that are waiting for you. We are all out here waiting for you to share your gifts and step into fully the life that you were meant to live so that you can inspire us and we can support you in whatever it is that you're up to. You will be shining like you do not shine now, and we will find you. Your soul family will find you. Your ideal clients will find you. This is how it works. When you fully step into your gifts, the world will reciprocate. The world will respond to the energy you are emitting. So this is my invitation to you today, and I hope that the examples were really helpful. And the reminder that one small change can unlock things for you that you can't even perceive now. Just take one step, and the universe will meet you and walk with you and open doors for you and with you. I can't wait to hear all about it as more of you share your stories with me. I love you so much. I honor you exactly where you are and wherever you wish to go, metaphorically speaking, but physically as well. And I wish you the very best day and so much love. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you enjoyed this episode and it helped you open your heart, feel inspired, and know that we are all connected. Please subscribe and share so this work can touch more people. This is how we co-create the world we want to live in. Thank you so much again for joining us, and talk to you next time.